Hello and welcome to Pre-Calc. Today is Monday, August 31st. We're going to write that at the top of our page. Our topic for today is solving quadratics. I want to start with a vocab reminder from Algebra 2. All of these words are synonyms for solve. So you see any of these words, they all mean solve. This should be a reminder from Algebra 2. So we got zeros, roots, x-intercepts, and just plain solutions. Remember to pause whenever you need. All right, let's look at this example 1. Should be a nice and easy warm-up. Remember, we got to set it to 0. Our instructions for all of these are to solve. So this is an a equals 1 problem because there's no coefficient. Well, there is a coefficient in front of n squared. It's just 1. I'm going to build my x, negative 12 and 4. What are my factors of 12? 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. How am I going to get to 4? I can probably do that by 2 and 6 if I got positive 6 and negative 2. Because a equals 1, we don't need a box. And I've got x plus 6, x minus 2 equals 0. Reminder that each of these individually is a factor. X plus 6 is a factor, and x minus 2 is a factor. Another reminder we're going to write for ourselves. To solve, we set factors equal to 0. All right. Let's start off with x plus 6 is 0. Take away the 6, take away the 6. X is negative 6. Okie doke. Then I have x minus 2 is equal to 0. Add the 2. And we get x equals 2. So these two are the solutions, negative 6 and 2. Feel free to pause whenever you need. We're going to look at example 2. All right, a little more factoring review here. It should be equal to 0. Our first step is to identify what kind of problem it is. This is an a does not equal 1 because a is 3. Reminder that a is the number in front of n squared. If a does not equal 1, we require a box. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is multiply these two guys. I get 12. We'll write out factors of 12 again. All right, so let's build our x. I've got positive 12 up top, negative 8 in the bottom. How can I get there? Probably with these two, if I do negative 2 and negative 6. Okay, I definitely need my box now. I'll color code this as we go along. This term right here, the 3n squared, always goes in the top box. Our two numbers to the left and right in the x always go here and here. Remember to select them strategically. We need to pick a number that divides evenly into 3. That is definitely not 2, but 6 would work. So I've got minus 6n here, minus 2n here. 3 times what is negative 6? That's negative 2. N times what is negative 2? That's negative 2. And then in the bottom right corner, I have positive 4. Remember, this is your final check. 4, and it matches this 4. Great, we're on track. So we want solutions. So far we've got factors, 3n minus 2, n minus 2 equals 0. I'm going to remind us again, each of these is called a factor. Right now, this is in factored form, but we don't want factors, we want solutions. So to start solving, I'm going to set these factors equal to 0. I'll add the 2. 3n equals 2. I'll divide the 3. And we get n is 2/3. All right, that's our first solution. Our second solution is n minus 2 equals 0. Add the 2, add the 2, n equals 2. All right, so we got our two solutions are 2/3 and positive 2. Pause whenever you need. You don't have to wait for me to say pause. We're going to go look at example 3 now. All right, looks like we got some new instructions here. Let's read this one carefully. It says, let W and Z be the solutions to this equation. What is the value of W plus Z? So what it's saying is take the two solutions and add them together. So our solutions are W and Z. What's W plus Z? This means add solutions. So to add the solutions, we just got to find them first. We're going to identify if this is a equals 1 or a does not equal 1. It is not equal 1 because a is 2. If a does not equal 1, we need a box. It's always good to remind yourself of that. Alrighty. First thing I'm going to do is multiply the 2 and the 2. We get 4. Factors of 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 2. I'll make my x. I've got positive 4 here, 5 here. I bet we can get there with positive 1 and positive 4. Okay, I'll start my box. We're going to color code it again. I'm just going to put a box around this x so that it doesn't run into our other box. In green up front is always this term, whatever it is, it always goes in that box. So I've got 2n squared. I'm going to pull out 2n and n. I can put these top left, bottom right. How do I know which goes where? I need one that divides nicely with 2. That's going to obviously be 4 as opposed to 1. With 4n, here's just n. 2n times what is 4n? That'll be positive 2. N times what is n? That must just be 1. All right, so I've got my two factors. Oh, wait, let's, 1 times 2 is 2. This 2 matches this 2, so we are on track. Okay, I've got my two factors, 2n plus 1, n plus 2 equals 0. Let's go get our solutions by setting these equal to 0 individually. 2n plus 1 equals 0, minus 1, minus 1. 2n equals negative 1. Divide the 2. N is negative 1/2. I've got n plus 2 equals 0, minus 2, minus 2. N is negative 2. Okay. Our solutions are negative 1/2 and negative 2. It says let W and Z be the solutions. So that's what we're going to do. It doesn't matter which is W. It doesn't matter which is Z. We know that because the problem does not specify. So I'm going to say W equals negative 1/2. Z equals negative 2. We're doing this because it said let W and Z be the solutions. Now it says what's the value of W plus Z. Okay, handle that. W plus Z. What's W? Negative 1/2. What's Z? Negative 2. We can also write it, since the 2 is just negative, we can write it like this. I'm going to write negative 2 as negative 4/2. And so our final answer is negative 5/2. All right, guys, that's everything for today. Thanks.